My name's Alex Hume, and I'm the metalsmith and owner behind North Star Silver. I make handcrafted jewelry from scratch using recycled metals and stones from around the world that have been ethically mined. I use, primarily right now I'm using recycled silver. I'm also working a little bit with gold, and all of the gold that I work with is recycled as well. So none of the metals that I'm using are being mined contemporarily. They're all stuff that's been mined and out and in use for decades or longer. I've been making jewelry for probably 20 years now, but North Star Silver was born in January, and it was still sort of a side hustle right up, right up until early in the new year. There was a moment, I guess, a couple of years ago now, when my little one Emily was just a baby. I did a show where I was selling some jewelry, and I did really well at it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take every single cent that I made at this show, and I'm just gonna buy my metalsmithing setup, and I'm just gonna do it. And then after, it's kind of an expensive hobby. Costs a lot of money. It's thousands of dollars of tools, and the metal's expensive and the stones are expensive. So it kind of just took off from there. My first daughter's name is Logan, and she just turned 4 at the end of August. And then my second daughter's name is Emily. She is going to be 2 this coming December. So they've been a real handful these last few months of having them home day in and day out. And it's pretty tricky working from home. I think motherhood's been a pretty big incentive to really embrace a lifestyle where I can be available to my children on their terms. And with COVID happening in March, that's become more true than ever. The North Star is sort of obviously it's guided people in a physical sense as a navigational tool for millennia. And so in that sense, the North Star is meaningful to me in that it's a tool for navigation. And I guess I connect with wanderers and nomads across the ages. But in contemporary times, I feel like the North Star has kind of taken on new symbolism in terms of being more of a talisman for inner truth and inner navigation. So finding your inner purpose and letting that guide you through life. So that's sort of the heart and soul behind the jewelry that I'm making, is creating jewelry that people will wear and connect with in a meaningful way because of its symbolism and because of the materials that have been used to make it. So everything is super earth friendly and low impact, and I use a lot of symbols from the natural world that inspires me in my design. So it's sort of a twofold inspiration for the name North Star Silver.